I'm going to show you how to make wood knitting needles. Let's get started right now. Hi, I'm AJ and you're watching Woodified. So you may be asking, where did this idea come from? Well, let me tell you. As a 4-H leader, I was planning to bring in a knitting expert to teach the kids some knitting. I have no idea how to knit, so I was bringing in the expert. When I looked online at the time, buying a set of knitting needles, so I needed a dozen sets, it would have cost over $78, which is nearly twice the activity budget for the entire season. They only gave me $40 to work with. When speaking with the knitting instructor, she told me that wood knitting needles are the best for beginners. With wood needles, the yarn doesn't slip off the needles as easily as they do with metal or plastic needles. As soon as I heard wooden needles, I instantly knew what I was going to do. I was going to make them myself. Here I'm attempting to make the end caps for the needles. So this is the piece that keeps the yarn from sliding off the other end. But as you can see, it started smoking. It's not good. Alright, this was a fail. Dull drill bits in hardwood end grain. There was no way I was drilling a hole in that stuff. Dull drill bits. So I came up with a plan B, and that was to cut some pine cubes on the table saw. Pine is much softer than maple, and the square shape is easier to keep it from spinning on the drill press. And at some point I'm going to have to either learn how to sharpen my drill bits or maybe buy some new ones. In consultation with my knitting instructor, we decided, okay, it was more like I asked and she told me what I needed to do. So she told me good knitting needle sizes for beginners are anything around a size 5 to 8. Really didn't understand what that meant. Not sure why they're 5 to 8 and they don't correspond to any normal measurements. Anyway, after some Googling around, I realized that the 1/4 inch was in the size range of 5 to 8 US knitting needle size. The 1/4 inch is about a size 6 in the US knitting needle chart. Knowing I could source 1/4 inch hardwood dowel at my local hardware store, I went shopping. Back home, I printed off a profile photo of the tip of a knitting needle scaled to a 1/4 inch diameter, or size 6 US. I used the photo to make the sanding jig to taper the needles similar to that store-bought needle. If you don't need a jig, if you're just making one set, you could just eyeball the taper. The jig makes it much faster when you're making multiple sets. I was making 12 dozen sets. I needed a jig. If you found my video helpful, please poke the like button. I make DIY and woodworking videos. If you'd like to learn to do things yourself, please subscribe and click the bell notification button so you don't miss any of my videos.